Hello everyone, it's Irfan with RMI Professional Corporation. Hope you're doing fantastic today. Today I wanted to touch on a very important topic that a lot of people tend to forget about, and that's estate planning or succession planning. So first and foremost, let me explain why this is important. Especially those that are business owners, whenever you pass away, what can happen is your estate essentially gets deemed to be sold off. So for example, if you have a corporation and you pass away, we have to value the shares of that corporation. So somebody who's running a successful business, you can imagine all of a sudden you pass away, your business could be worth millions, and your estate is now subject to taxes in this area. So why this becomes really important is if you can do some of the pre-planning in advance, you can save a lot of that tax dollars. Secondly, if your estate is stuck with a really big tax bill, it makes for transition of your business or properties to your children or to your estate and your beneficiaries very difficult, because a lot of times CRA does not issue what we call a clearance letter until such time that all the estate's taxes have been paid. So it's very, very important to do some pre-planning, and that's what we call estate planning or succession planning. So a lot of people are like, well, this is a very broad term. What does this actually look like from a more practical standpoint? And it's very simple. There's elements that we can do that decide on some of these tax benefits in advance, or you can prepay some of your taxes, or we can at least start to plan what your tax situation looks like when you do pass away. Now what we can do is implement either strategies where you're prepaying some of these taxes, where you're realizing some extra income as you get older and over your lifespan, or even we could have insurances put into place that help offset the tax burden that could arise. So there's lots of different strategies that come into play. So around this area, I get another common question, and that is, when should I start doing this estate planning? Should I wait till I'm 50, till I'm 60, till I'm ready to retire? Should I do it when I'm 10, 20? So it's always a very good question. And the thing is, whenever you have an asset base that's of significant value, we're even talking potentially $500,000, $1 million of an estate value that's there, that then we should really at least start that discussion. And that discussion could be as simple as, you know what, we're not there yet. Let's start looking forward and start doing some other elements to get to that next stage that we need to. Or maybe it's, you know what, let's get a structure in place. So it doesn't really matter how old you are. It's more about what you have in terms of assets, how you've accumulated everything. Is it pre-tax items such as RSPs or businesses or shares? Or is it after tax, which could be like your principal residence in a house, or cash in a bank, or personal investments? So there's a lot of different factors that come into play. But one thing I'm certain about, it never hurts to even ask that question, right? So if you're one of our clients or looking for some help, feel free to ask us, any one of us here, and just say, hey, do I need to change my structure? Do I need to do some planning? Do I need to start looking at a bigger picture here? And then we can always work on that piece with you. And it doesn't matter how old you are. The most important thing is that you start to put the right pieces in place to move forward. So once again, it's Irfan Moladina with RMI Professional Corporation. Thank you for listening. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.